Hello and welcome to a Not So Awesome Review. Today we're looking at the Transformers Studio Series Starscream. This is based off his look from Transformers 1, the first movie. And it is an F-22 Raptor, which I played a lot of Ace Combat. Whichever one was on 360, the first one, I don't know if there was another one. I played a lot of it, and I was always that jet, and that jet is freaking awesome. It's the best one in the game, in my opinion. And yeah, this thing looks really good. There's a lot of detailed line work and everything going on there. You can see the little star logo on there, the Decepticon logo on here. You can see the pilot seat there. You can see the bottom of it. It does a pretty good job of hiding Starscream. This is his weapon. Again, if you don't want it, you can just detach it, but it looks good there. You can see it's a little rubbery. Probably needs some heat to kind of like make it all flat and stuff. You can see the little turbines, the engine, I guess, right there. It does have wheels, but the wheels don't move. And yeah, in his alt mode here, he looks really cool. Um, don't remember. It's been a while since I got him. I've just been doing so many other things. I haven't had a chance to review him. Don't remember how hard it was to transform him. But either way, again, I apologize for the people who don't like it. But I don't show the transformations on my Transformer reviews. Not because I don't want to show you guys how to do it or anything like that. It's just I suck at them. They take forever. I'm bad at explaining. I'm saving you guys from watching me struggle for the next 15 minutes while I transform him. Hopefully, it doesn't take that long, but just trust me, you would get annoyed watching me trying to explain to you how to transform him. If you leave a comment asking if you need help, I will try to help you, but yeah, I'm just putting that out there right now. Anyways, let's transform him and move on with the review. So he is fully transformed, and I gotta say, he's not the worst Transformer in this series, but he's not the best either. He has definitely unique joint method and everything going on. It's weird because his body is shaped weird, so the joints on it all work different. Now, I will say, aesthetically, he doesn't look bad. He isn't my favorite version of Starscream by far. I'm actually not that big of a fan of his mode right here, but it's not bad. You can see the detail work on him is there, and they did try, but again, not my favorite, but he is still, he's good. He has some paint on him, not enough. You can see that he does have some gold painted on the sides right here, down there, some silver painted on around there and on the chest, gold and silver on the face and on the eyes, the red and everything. So they did add some paint, but not too much. He does have some panel lining going on, but again, without kind of like a wash or anything. Doesn't really stick out. Looks more plasticky than anything, to be honest. But yeah, it's not bad. Articulation wise, like I said, it's not the greatest, but it's also not the worst. Head wise, you can only look left and right. It's not on a ball peg, which kind of sucks. I wish it was. There's absolutely no reason for it not to be. The way he transforms, there's definitely room in there to put a ball peg on his head. There's really no reason they shouldn't have done it, other than to save money, I suppose. But I don't know how much difference that would have been. Again, I'm not in the toy industry. I can't really judge them. I mean, they might have not done the ball peg, but for all I know, then we wouldn't have gotten this accessory. So, I don't know. But yeah, arm wise, articulation can't go up higher than that because of the way this is right here at the joint. The plastic comes up there, so it stops him from going up, but you can see he still raises his hand all the way because he does have this other joint here, which also rotates. Can't really go back, but it can go forward, and you can see it goes up and down like that there. And then he has another rotation that just popped off. He has another rotation right here at the this joint, I guess, this second elbow that rotates and does another crunch forward and can crunch back. And then we have this one that goes forward but not back. And then we have his hand and can go back and straight, I guess, and rotate around. It's weird, it's unique, but it does give us, range to bring his arms forward, which is good. And you can get him to kind of like aim forward if you kind of mess with it enough. You can see right there. So not bad at all. Leg wise, he can kick forward about that much, can kick back about that much. If you hear anything in the background, that's my dog snoring. I apologize. And his leg can go outwards that much. He can't really bend back, but it bends forward. He has these weird shaped knees. So there is that. And then we have this that can go forward and back. And if you, want to get him into some certain positions, you can kind of mess with it, get his legs around like that, and then we can use this kind of as a pivot. I don't know if they designed it to be a pivot because, like I said, his legs are meant to be like in that weird Z shape, but it doesn't stop you from, messing with it and getting kind of like a nice stance out of him. So, the articulation is there. You definitely have to mess with him a lot more than like the average like Bumblebee and Optimus Prime, but you can get him to some decent enough poses, and I like it. It's not bad. I do think he looks pretty good. Like I said, not my favorite rendition of Starscream, but once again, not bad at all. Anyways, let's move on to some science comparisons. So here he is compared to Optimus Prime in his alt mode. You can see both of them scale pretty well to each other. I've never seen a truck next to an F-22, but judging by the size of the cockpit and the size of, the actual um, trailer, I guess, where the driver sits, I would say that this is relatively yeah, I want to say that this would probably be accurate. I mean, there is like a display of jets not too far from my house. I drive by pretty often, and although they look bigger than they are in movies, I want to say that they're not too much bigger than cars. So I will say that scaling wise, I think they did do a good job, and I gotta say I'm going with this is accurate. Anyways, moving on. So here he is compared to leader class Blackout, and like I said, Blackout is a little short for a leader class. Don't get me wrong, he's definitely way bulkier, way bigger than Starscream here, but you guys can see the, head difference. Like, he's barely taller than him. Starscream is definitely a good size for a Voyager, but like I said, Blackout, it's you can tell here definitely that he's not the greatest size for a leader class. Still looks good together. Here he is compared to the deluxe class Bumblebee and Ratchet. You can see it is a nice size difference here. I'm still really loving Bumblebee. I think he is definitely still my favorite one. Don't get me wrong, Optimus, great articulation. Bumblebee is Bumblebee. How can you not love him? But yeah, these guys look really good together. And here he is compared to Optimus Prime. You can see Optimus is definitely a good bit shorter and smaller than Starscream here, but again, they do look good together. They do scale perfectly with each other. Just for a Voyager, Optimus is definitely a little bit on the small size, but nonetheless, love this pair. Looks good. Moving on. And lastly, here he is compared to a Marvel Legends Spider-Man, so you guys can get a general size comparison. Starscream does stand just above 7.25 inches to just below 7.5 from the head. A little bit closer to 7.5 from the top of the little wing thingy back there. But yeah, not that bad of a size difference action figure wise, especially for the price. Both of these guys, $20 and a $30 figure. It's not bad. He has a good size of bulk compared to this guy, and this guy comes with more accessories, but he transforms. So there you go. So would I recommend Starscream? It's really up to you. I think this is definitely one of the best looking Starscreams we have from the movie anyway. I know that the older one was getting a little bit harder to get. I do remember looking him up a few times and not finding him for a price I was willing to pay anyway. And, it's a nice size. He scales in with the rest of the line. So if you're getting the Studio Series, I do recommend it. Obviously, you don't have to like the movies to like the toys. If you like his design, like I said, I'm not a fan of his alt mode. I'm really a fan of his jet mode, though. So, it's up to you, but I do recommend it. Like I said, his articulation isn't the greatest, especially compared to Optimus and Bumblebee. I feel like, they're definitely knowing who to cater more towards. I'm sure Megatron is going to have probably really good articulation, and I'm really excited for him. I know people have started finding him, I think, in Canada, Target or something like that, from what I've seen on Instagram, and I'm hoping I can get him soon. And Grimlock, and I believe I forgot his name. The other one that came out with this first wave that I just didn't care about, and the other dude from that other movie with Mark Wahlberg, the first one. I forgot his name too because I don't really care. I want more, but there's some that I just honestly don't care about. I will get and I will review eventually. But until then, hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe for more, and I will see you later. Thank you for watching. Sorry I didn't show him transforming. Again, I suck at it. It would be bad to watch. You don't want to watch me struggling here. This is actually a really easy one to transform compared to everybody else. Surprisingly, a lot easier. I don't know why. Just this one's a lot more straightforward, but I know I would mess it up somehow on the camera, and it would take me like 20 tries to get it right. That's my defense on it. Like I said, I'm sorry if you guys wanted to see me transform it. Um, you definitely can find other people who've transformed it online. That's my best advice on there. Again, I'm gonna keep doing these Transformers reviews. Not gonna show you how to do that unless it's like a 3-step changer, because I'm sparing you. That's how I'm looking at it. But anyways, once again, thanks for watching. I'll see you all later. Goodbye.